Hi, my name is Christina Kahn. I'm part of the team The Silent Squad, and I'm showing you the virtual prototype of our game Milkshakes Madness. So first, I'm just going to start playing the game, which will just take a second. And alright. Okay, so as you can see, the Roomba is able to move around. It rotates using the either A and D or left and right keys and can move forward and backwards using the WS or the forward and back keys. The white squares in this prototype are currently representing the trash, and as you can see, we have a UI developed that will eventually have a working timer and has in the lower left-hand corner has a battery indicator, and then on the lower right-hand corner has a trash indicator, which as you pick up trash, that indicator gets greater to show the percentage of trash that is being picked up. Here is the anti-Roomba, which is the red colored Roomba. It currently only moves in circles and deposits trash randomly. The Roomba also currently has collision features, so whenever it collides with the rock, it will slightly turn. The Roombas also collide with each other, but it does usually cause some sort of mistake with them. So what we were trying to mostly accomplish with this virtual prototype was to get the basic mechanics of the two Roombas working, so just their basic movement, and to accomplish the trash generation and picking up. Now I'm going to go over the scripts that we have developed. So the first one is the Game Manager script. This script mainly deals with the UI elements of battery percentage and trash percentage. The next script is the Enemy Roomba script. This script deals with the anti-Roomba, controls its motion and also controls its depositing of trash. The left and right bump scripts are basically identical and control the collision of the Roomba with objects and its rotation. The player movement script defines the motion of the Roomba with the forward-back arrow keys or the WASD keys, and it also has some implementation of the boost mode using the space bar. Then the final script is the trash script, which basically defines how whenever the player goes over a piece of trash that it will disappear, as shown by setting the trash to be false. As far as what I personally worked on for this project, I mostly did mesh development, so I worked on a lot of the assets that are shown, and just kind of world building. I also started working on some of the assets for the future, so like some of these trash assets, like paper, can, and banana. And I also, a lot of time was spent collaborating as a group trying to figure out the best way to make the game more interesting than just picking up trash. So some things such as the battery and the trash indicator to give the user a better perspective of how they're doing in the game. Throughout this process, I learned a lot about Unity. I'd never had any experience with it before, so it was definitely a learning curve. And I learned more what it's like to work on a large team. I've never worked on a 7-person team before, so that was also a big learning experience. And I'm learning also a lot more what it's like to collaborate with people in different fields. And based on this process, some of the challenges that I see going forward and that my group sees is creating a interesting path for the anti-Roomba to take, developing more of an introduction and ending to the game rather than just having the Roomba randomly spawn. The creation of assets is also going to be a big challenge to tackle just based on the volume of things we need to create. And refining the movements of the Roomba will also be a challenge.